You can support this show at patreon.com/ASAPodcasting.
Hey everyone, I wanted to give a quick intro for the new Roundtable episode. It's going to be a little different than a normal episode. I'm actually not on it because I wasn't available at the time, but it's what I had kind of previewed in the last episode. So I think this is the first one, and then there'll be one in a couple weeks after we all kind of get caught up with our characters. But definitely check it out. They did a fantastic job. There's 4 or 5 people on it. Unfortunately, it was Mother's Day weekend and I had to bounce out. But so here you go. Here's the very first Roundtable, and I'll be back with an episode probably in the next couple days. Take care.
Hello, Skyrim Addicts. It's me, BritBot. Please stay tuned after the show for some more great input from our community friends.
Hello? Anybody there? Such arrogance. To dare take for yourself the name of Nova. Suhulas Krian Hyond. Nuhin Silven Nakib Zuliki. You remind me of my cousin's cat.
Welcome to the first episode of a Skyrim Addict podcast Roundtable. Yay! Right. Welcome, everybody. Tonight we are going to discuss the Roundtable project that we have started for a Skyrim Addict podcast. And I would like everyone to just briefly introduce themselves, maybe say your first name and where you live, perhaps. Go ahead, Mr. Blake.
Hi, everybody. I'm Blake, a.k.a. Hesser from 9nights.net. I live in Rome, Georgia, and I started playing Skyrim. Started on the 360, played through just the main story on the 360, and now I've swapped over to playing on the computer. I've got the DLC for the computer, but haven't touched any of the DLC yet. Still working on one playthrough with the main character. And, starting another one now for the Roundtable.
Great. Colin, tell us about yourself, please.
My name's Colin. I'm calling in from England, close to London, not actual London, but close to it. I started playing Skyrim about nearly a year ago now on the 360, same as Hessa. Then he made me buy a PC, so... Then started playing Skyrim on the PC. I'm playing ESO, and I've just started to mod Skyrim, which is taking over my ESO play. So I've stopped playing ESO and gone back to Skyrim, but the modded version on PC.
That's wonderful. Keith, tell us a little bit about your gameplay experience, where you started.
Keith, I'm from North Carolina, Mebane, and I started Skyrim about a year and a half ago, playing on and off. I just recently bought the PC version and have been modding a lot and loving that.
I think we lost your microphone there, Keith. That's okay. We'll go on to Victor. Victor, tell us a little bit where you discovered Skyrim and maybe a little bit about yourself there.
Yeah, I'm Victor. I started Skyrim on the 360 as well and went to PC. I'm an old PC gamer. I mean, I played Pong in a bar legally, so but I left the PC a few years ago when I went to Mac, and but Skyrim got me to buy another PC laptop. So here I am, modding my head off and playing Skyrim on this big sort of Asus gamer rig that I got.
Wonderful, that's great.
So that's where I'm at.
Awesome, sounds good. Keith, you got cut off. Are you back with us?
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
I'm from Mebane, North Carolina. I've been playing Skyrim about a year and a half now. I also have it on the PC. I've been enjoying modding there. Just an all-out great game. Enjoying it. And I'm excited. I got a couple characters, and I'm just enjoying. I'm getting ready to start doing this roundtable with you guys.
That's great. Welcome aboard, everyone. And just a brief description of the project. This is a roundtable discussion, meaning that We'll have a group with multiple opinions and opposing views, all talking about one subject. And our one subject will be what quests we've done. We've decided to start with the main dragon quest. So we're doing the first 3 quests, and that's what we'll be discussing. But in order to make it so that everyone is talking from opposing viewpoints, we have assigned random attributes to all characters. Blake, would you like to describe some of your attributes to your character, please?
Sure. The fortunate attributes, or unfortunate in some cases that I got. Race, I got Britain, which is cool because I've never played a Briton before.
And they're magic-based generally. Are you a swordsmith, or I guess you're not much of a magic player in previous playthroughs?
Previous playthrough, I played one-handed magic, and one-handed, single-hand sword on the other hand.
Uh-huh.
So, I also got a female this time as a gender, so I've never heard the shouts as a female, so kind of looking forward to that too. As we break it down into each skill between the warrior, mage, and thief skill, warrior skill, I got two-handed, which, again, something I've never really put a lot of time into. It's either been single-handed or archery, so I'm looking forward to that. Mage skill, destruction, which I am comfortable with, so that's good. And thief skill, I got pickpocket. I've never done any pickpocketing.
None at all.
Never even attempted it, even on sleeping characters. So this will be fun.
Well, be prepared to get your ass kicked a few times at first.
Oh yeah.
People don't like that.
No. Should I continue down or just stop there?
We'll come back to you here in just a second. Colin, why don't you tell us about your race and gender and a little bit about what the 3 attributes you got there?
So I'm going to be a Nord male. He's going to be using his warrior skill is going to be one-handed, and his magic skill is going to be illusion.
Ooh.
It's going to be quite nice.
Do you feel good about illusion? Do you like illusion?
Yeah, I love it. It's a very Batman-esque type of style of play. So
yes,
you sneak around, so I can use illusion, get them to fight each other, sneak up behind them with the one-handed, doing daggers. I think that's going to work very, very well. The only problem is that he's a Nord, so it doesn't work quite well with a Nord.
Well, that's one of the wonderful things about Skyrim is, there's, even though there are categories, you can kind of throw all those out the window and just play how you want.
Damn straight.
Yes, sir. So do you have a favorite illusion spell already that you know?
Probably my favourite illusion is the master one, which is Mayhem, which you can make an entire village kill itself. I might try that.
That sounds wonderful. And do you have any plan to get there quickly? How are you going to max out your level to get all the way up to your expert spells?
I'll be playing on Legendary and then going around everybody, setting all the animals against each other instantly, and then heading up to the Mage's College. So everywhere I go. That's
a great idea, have the animals fight each other. I wouldn't have thought of that. See, this is why we do this roundtable, because ideas like that pop out, and everyone can take this information and use it as they see fit. And Keith, what race do you have, brother?
I am playing Argonian. She's her name is Kali.
Kali.
My warrior skill is smithing. Mage is restoration, and my thief skill is alchemy.
Alchemy. Oh, that's nice. I always like playing with the alchemy. I think you were stating not too long ago that you were just beginning to test out alchemy a little bit?
Yes. One of my characters I have on my 360, I've been playing with that a little bit.
That's awesome. Then
it's been a fun experiment.
Do you have a favorite potion that you like to concoct?
Not really a favorite. Not yet.
I found
I'm really doing that.
I found that giant's toes are pretty useful when it comes to alchemy. And what did you say your thief skill was?
The thief was alchemy.
Alchemy, that's right. Okay, I just said that. Right on. Sounds good. How about you, Victor? What do you got? What's your spread there?
Well, I'm a male Dunmer, which is fine. I've never actually played a Dark Elf before, so that'll be fun. and he's going to be two-handed, which is interesting.
That does not work at all.
Well, it will. You'll see.
Awesome.
And he drew enchanting and alchemy, which is fine with me. I really enjoy both of those.
Those are two of my favorites. Yeah.
Yeah, and especially alchemy. I really like gathering ingredients. I'm a big hoarder. So,
how about you? What's your favorite potion?
I can't give you the exact ingredients, but I have a potion I make that I have to write these things down. I'm too old to remember stuff. But it's a good potion that slows time and does stamina damage at the same time. So
great!
It's really nice. It works really well.
Awesome, wonderful.
So, I guess that's where that's it for me for now.
Great. And do you have you named your character?
Yeah, his name is Slythe Aaron. Slythe. He's Morag Tong. At least that's what I'm.
Explain that.
On. Well, it's the Dunmer Assassins Guild essentially, but they're legal assassins. They are followers of Mathala, and they are sort of the opposite of the Dark Brotherhood. Theoretically, or according to the lore, the Dark Brotherhood is an outgrowth of the Morag Tong. So he's not going to be very sympathetic to the Dark Brotherhood in Skyrim.
You seem to know your lore. That's great.
I like to read up on the lore, yeah.
That's wonderful. So, good. I'm glad we have someone aboard who will actually be able to be a historian of the world. It's wonderful.
I don't know about that, but there's some great resources on the web.
Well, much better than me, at least. We'll put it that way. And my draw is a Redguard female. I've gone with the name Minia Ababna. I had to use a name generator to come up with that. I was looking at some Redguard names online, and I was trying to just mash three different names together just to see what kind of patterns I could find. But she will be a two-handed specialist, which is fine. I've actually played that way with a character before, who is also actually a Redguard female. So I'm kind of playing the twin sister of a girl that I've already played before. I have Restoration as my magic, which is fine. It's not my favorite school, but it's totally useful. And
you can run for miles.
Yes, it'll be great. I'll get a follower as soon as I can and let them do the fighting, and I'll just stand back and try not to pee myself. And my thief skill. Am I back?
You're back. Yep, you're back. Somebody muted everything.
Keith muted my microphone.
They'll show you.
Yeah.
He hates my character.
Yeah, bloody red guards.
Yeah. But anyway, my thief skill, I came out with speech, which is fine because I do like playing the intimidation and that sort of game. My previous character that I maxed speech out on, I would just go to Riften, pick a fight with a guard, intimidate them into fighting, and then persuade them to not fight me, and that would jack up your speech skill really quickly. Also,
wow.
Selling gold rings or any jewelry. Selling and buying jewelry is always a great way to jack up your speech really quickly. And I like the speech, and I know Colin does too, because you get that, what is it, the merchant perk? Yeah, exactly, the merchant perk, which is great because all your merchants get twice as much gold, I think, to deal. So that's good stuff.
Yeah, no, you can sell anything to anybody. So you can.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
You can sell loads of potions to the blacksmith.
Oh, yes, that's right. That's very useful. So I'm not upset with any of my categories. It's pretty cool. I think Blake kind of got a little bit of a short end of the stick in that he has destruction magic as one of his main attributes, but he's not ever allowed to add any points to his magic to increase his magic power at all.
Yeah, luck of the draw there.
Fortified destruction there, dude. That's what you're going to be at.
That's right. Any rings or necklaces I can find to pick up to raise, my magical level, or just restore it quicker. That's what I'll be searching for.
So that's something we can discuss. How do you work around the inconvenience of your stat spread? Because I know someone else had gotten something similar to that, where they're not allowed to invest into the one thing that they're supposed to be investing in. So it'll be interesting to find a workaround how you get around that. So keep us informed how that goes.
Oh yeah, I got 0 health.
That'd be great.
So
Yeah, I did too. That's just crappy.
Two-handed with no health, dude. Victor.
I know.
You're boned, dude.
The lady stone is going to be first and foremost, and then lots of potions and various buffs, I think. So,
For those newbies out there, tell us about the Lady Stone.
well, it gives you a 25% increase in health regeneration. So, and something else, stamina too, maybe I think. I'm going to go there first, and hopefully that'll help. And then just be really careful.
What kind of armor will you wear? You going to be a heavy guy?
No, I think I'm going to go light since he's an assassin anyway.
Okay.
The current character I'm playing right now is a heavy armor user, and no, I'm going to stick with light. And I think I'm going to end up with a katana rather than the. He's already. I've taken him out of the cave, out of the under Helgen there, and brought him out. That's as far as he's got. He picked up a big two-handed longsword in there. But
Great.
We'll end up with a katana, I think.
Awesome. Hey, Colin, what's your stat spread like? What can you invest in?
Oh, I got all three, and I think I've got the Mac Daddy of spreads, I think.
Yeah, you do.
I got the 3 Magicka, 2 health, and 1 stamina.
Yeah, you didn't get any zeros. That's wonderful.
So, yeah, I'm thinking go heavy into Magicka. The only problem is that I already started him, same as Victor. I just got just outside the cave at Helgen, and then just stopped, froze it there, and then I'm going to play it on after this. But he's got 0 illusion spells on him so far. He's only got flames and healing, which he hasn't used either one of them yet. So.
Nice. Well, Go ahead.
I was just going to say, I am going to be playing with some mods, including Skyrim. And Skyrim does a lot of adjusting to AI and so on, but also to perk spreads and things. And so with Skyrim, stamina is actually in some than health. And so I drew 3 stamina increases per 4. So at least I can rely on that. It makes certain things more difficult, but adds a lot of really cool perk trees to the game. So
I've just added Skyrim as well. It is awesome.
Yeah,
thanks for that update, Victor. Cheers, man.
And I hope you guys will keep us informed to how the Skyrim is developing and how it's different from the regular game. That'd be nice to hear on this roundtable.
I know. I'm playing my guy on the Xbox, but I'm my other character.
Okay, on your other character. All right, cool. Blake, who are you going to marry, brother?
Stinvar. Looks like I'm marrying Stinvar.
Who's that?
I have no idea. I don't know if I've read into him yet or not.
You'll have to go to the UESP to look up who that is. And my spouse. Sorry, we're jumping in here. Also, things that I've assigned to people have been which spouse they need to acquire, which home they should try to get so that they can store all their junk that they're carrying around. I've also chosen a human follower and a non-human follower for each character, and a faction which they are supposed to join and become the leader of, and a travel style. I've decided not to assign a difficulty level so people could put that up on their own, because I don't want to make someone miserable if, they're a first time or a new player and get stuck with legendary. That would just be unfair. So you don't know who your spouse is, Blake. Where are you going to live?
I am living in, Honeyside.
Is that in Riften?
I don't know.
Where's Honeyside, guys?
Yeah, it's Riften.
I think it is. Yeah, Riften, yeah.
Nice.
My favorite house. It's a great house.
Yeah, I remember that one being very nice. And you got a couple followers with you? I mean, not yet, but will. Who you got?
Human follower, I can have Vladimir, and other follower, I can have Susith. Cusith.
Oh, that's a vampire dog. I think, isn't it?
I hope so.
I think it's one of those death hounds or whatever they're called.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that'll be awesome. I remember pulling that one. I was like, ooh, cool. Death hound. What are you going to lead? What faction?
Stormcloaks, of course.
That fits very appropriately with you. You're a Stormcloak through and through.
That's right. So I was happy to see that.
So you better watch out, Victor, because he's going to oppress the hell out of you. No dark elves. Yeah, you get sequestered down there to that one section of town, down into the ghetto. All right, Colin, let's hear a little about who you're going to marry and where you're going to live and all that.
All right, well, I've named my character as well. His name is Gonvar Oakenmaster.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah, I just done the same as you, brother. I just put it into a name generator and got that out.
Great.
So, yeah. Spouse is going to be Omlog. I'm thinking that's Orcish. I have no idea whether it's male or female. But I'll find.
It does sound Orcish, yes.
And I'm going to be sending videotapes into that as well.
Ow!
My home is going to be Bree's home, so everybody's favourite. Well, everybody's first. Maybe not favourite, but everybody's first. Human follower is going to be Aethys. No idea who that is. And my other follower is going to be Bran. And I have no idea who that is either.
I know Bran. Bran is a husky-looking dog that fights for the Dawn Guard. He's like an armored dog or something, I believe.
He's great. I had Brandon for a follower for a while until he died. He was great.
Oh, that's where you get the armored trolls from, isn't it?
Yes, that's who I drew, and I've never actually set foot in Fort Dawnguard, so I'm excited to go over there and check that out.
It is awesome. And let's see. And as travel, I got walk, which I prefer to do anyway, so I'm happy with that.
You said walking, right? Nice. What faction did you say?
Oh, sorry, companions.
Companions, good. Nice. Well, that works well because you live in a Whiterun.
Yeah. So just down the road.
That'll be great. Nice and convenient. Hey, Victor, maybe Colin and Blake, can you guys talk for a second about leveling up and when it is advantageous to get your followers? Do they level up with you, or as soon as you grab your follower, they're stuck at level 5? How does that work? Do you guys know?
Well, for me anyway, one of the mods I'm using is Amazing Follower Tweaks, which levels your followers with you. Now,
so otherwise they would not be then, right?
I don't really know on the vanilla game. I think they don't. So yeah, it's advantageous to just change followers as you go through the game in a vanilla game. Now, I mean, people should tell me if you think I should not play with some of these. I'm not going to pick any mods that give an advantage. If anything, either disadvantages or just differences in gameplay, but no unfair advantages like extra money or whatever like that.
Hey, whatever you want to throw at us is great. We love hearing about all the different mods. This is why we're doing this, to get a wide variety of opinions here. So please just throw them all at us.
All right. Well, that's what AFT does. Among other things, it levels your followers with as you go along. So that's the way I'm going to play.
That'd be great.
And I drew, as far as follower, I have Berlina, somebody. She's in the Mages College. She's the restoration student in the Mages College.
I definitely recognized that name when I pulled it out. Lots of these names I did not recognize when I pulled them out of the hat, but that one I did.
Spouse. I drew Koznak, who's an odious Tozpot that hangs out in the what's the name of the place in the blood whatever in Markarth, the inn there. So, but luckily Slythe is a follower of Boethia, so I'm not sure how long Koznak is going to last.
And something I've been meaning to tell everyone too: as soon as you kill off your follower, contact me and I'll sign you a new one.
Okay.
Yeah, day 2, Victor. Hello.
Yep.
So, but I got assigned a armored frost troll as my non-human follower, and I'm like,
me too.
That guy could be really badass. I think. I mean, I've never actually seen one, but it's making me think, man, should I wait until I'm level 30 or whatever before I go get him, so that he's actually high leveled as well?
I don't think
so. I don't know. They don't matter at all? Okay.
I don't think they level at all, frankly, the frost trolls.
Okay. What about other non-human followers? Would the dogs get more powerful as the game goes?
I
Doubt
don't
it.
know.
Got it. Okay, so it's just the humans that matter.
Yeah.
I think so.
Cool. All right. I'm glad I figured that out. Good questions. And looks like I've just got a few more points here. My spouse is Scouts Mini Martian. I believe that sounds like an Oregonian name, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it is. Yeah.
Is she the one in Windhelm? The one in the docks?
Oh,
She's
yeah.
really happy. She's really happy all the time.
Or
It's a
is
she.
the one?
Nice.
Yeah.
So
Which
I will
is
have
the one that gives you the quest. There's one on. Oh no, that's Rifted. Never mind. Sorry. Never mind.
Oh, you're fine. No, it's I'm sure I've seen her before, but I don't have any recollection. I've been playing too long, so I will go back and reacquaint myself with Scouts Many Marshes and see if she will join me at our lovely home at Lakeview Manor,
Oh, nice.
which is one of my favorite locations. I actually kind of cheated this morning. I started my character, but instead of going towards I almost said Rivendell. What's that town called? Riverwood or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Instead of going that direction, I just hightailed it the opposite direction over towards Falkreath. And so I've got 2 out of the 3 objectives done to become the Thane of the area. But yeah, that's one of my first things I'd like to do is get a house because I hate getting weighed down and I love just to throw everything in chests and move on. My human follower is Rhea or Raya, R-I-A. Does anyone know who that is?
I think she's in the Companions.
Yeah.
Oh, sweet. Cool.
So-
Awesome. That'll work well.
I think she's one of the really annoying ones as well.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh, no.
She's got
Well,
like
shoot.
2 lines.
Yeah.
Well, again, on day 2, I might be finding a new follower. And so I get to go to Fort Dawnguard to see what the Armored Frost Troll is all about. I'm excited to do that because I've seen a few pictures and they look awesome. So hopefully they'll be a good person to tag you around with. And are there multiple by chance? If you kill one off, can you go get another?
Yeah, there's more than one.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's great. And I got the worst faction in the stupid game. I get to go be president of the Bards College.
Yay!
I don't even know if there's a real quest associated with it. There's a few little things you do, right? I don't even remember.
No, there's a good quest actually. It's
Okay.
not bad. It's fun.
Okay,
Yeah,
great.
It's got some good humor to it.
Yeah, but maybe I'll be singing you guys a tune or so.
I hope so.
Yeah.
And I luckily drew a horse, and I will go through the Dark Brotherhood as soon as possible so I can get Shadowmere. Actually, no, I'm not going to do that because I think that we will, after we do the Dragon Quest, maybe we'll move on to some of the other factions. Like maybe we'll all do the Dark Brotherhood together, and we'll do the Companions together maybe. How do you think that'll work, guys?
Yeah, that sounds good to me.
I mean, I didn't know if there's like a follower that you would have to do a certain amount of the quest in order to get the follower, so that would make you have to start the quest before everyone else. So I didn't know if that would work or not.
Yeah, that is true. I mean, because plus other guys have already started theirs, haven't they? So I think Sherry's run off to the Majors College to get that started.
Yeah.
So we might have to do it maybe dungeon style or like the mini quest, like keep them Dragon Quest and then do
And then
maybe
Yeah, or just
maybe the city quests. You know, where you have to do the city to become the Thane? We could make it all about becoming the Thane of places.
that'd be
Okay.
fun.
Yeah, that's true.
Or some of the really cool side quests like the Ethereum Forge. That'd be.
Oh, yeah, I love the Ethereum Forge. That's great.
Love that bow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we also have the Civil War quest we can do, too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
isn't somebody already doing Stormcloak though?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Blake
Yeah, that's
is.
Blake.
That's right, Blake. Yeah.
Well, become a Stormcloak, Blake, but don't progress through it, okay?
All right. Y'all join them, and I'll just stay. I'll just join them.
Plus, I know
Yeah.
my character is going to kill off the Dark Brotherhood, so I won't be able to do that.
You won't be able to do that one either. Okay. All right, well, this is why we do the roundtable, so we can figure out problems like this. But,
Yeah.
So this has been great. It's been an awesome introductory episode. Does anyone have any other information that they would like to throw out about their character or their play style or any plans that they have?
Or are we going to be limited? I know the armor we can choose isn't, on the list. So we're free to use any armor that we want.
You can play how you want, brother.
Okay.
Right now, I'm in some banded iron. I hope to not be in banded iron not too much longer. Does everyone feel good?
Yeah. Excellent.
Oh, yeah.
It was a lot of fun.
All right. So this has been your first introductory pre-episode for a Skyrim Addict podcast roundtable. Everyone, please feel free to go ahead and start your characters and go through the first 3 quests. And go ahead and walk up to the gates at Whiterun and pause there. And we will do a check-in episode in about 2 weeks or so. How's that sound?
Sounds great.
Yeah, great to me.
All right. If anyone out there would like to participate and do a play-along with us, please write us at skyrimroundtable@gmail.com, and I will assign you any attributes that you would like. And you can do a play-along. And we had 8 people signed up to participate this evening, and you can see that only 4 showed up. So we do need alternates to cycle in every once in a while. So if anyone's interested in helping out, please go ahead and let us know. And we'll go ahead and sign off. I am Andrew, and Blake.
I'm Blake.
And Colin.
Hi, Colin. Good. See you later, guys.
And Victor.
Yeah. See ya.
It's been great talking to you guys. Have a great playthrough, and happy Skyrimming.
Happy Skyrimming.
Happy Skyrimming.
Yep.
Hey, this is Keith calling in from North Carolina. I'm calling to discuss my character I'll be building for the roundtable discussion we're having here tonight. Also calling to let you know a little bit about myself and how long I've been playing Skyrim. Playing Skyrim a year and a half, 2 years now, on and off. My favorite play style would be playing as a mage. I have played in, of course, the one-handed, two-handed archery and all the above, but I keep going back to the mage. I like the game so much, I actually have a PC Legendary Edition and have the Xbox 360 copy. Reason being, I wanted to get the DLC content, and I found it just to be as good for me to buy a PC edition, and therefore if I want to, bring my laptop in my bedroom, I can sit back and relax and play Skyrim. And no one's ever said it was wrong to have 2 places you can play Skyrim, so that's what I did. But anyway, on this playthrough or the discussion, I'll be playing Argonian, which will be my first time playing Argonian. And her name is Kaldi. Her warrior skill is smithing. Her mage skill is restoration. Her thief skill is alchemy. My stat spreads is magic 1, health 3, stamina 2. Forgive me on some of this pronunciation of these followers, but my spouse would be Athis. My home would be Prospect Manor. My human follower is Janissa, and my other follower is Vigilance. And I'll be going and doing my faction. It will be in the Dawnguard, Volkahar, Vampire Camp. My travel will be walk, which is cool. I mean, it's going to be rough at times, but it is cool. It's amazing how many places I can find when I'm walking. Discovered. I look back and some of my playthroughs when I was doing mainly travels, fast traveling instead of walking. I probably got 10 or 15 more places I found walking over fast traveling, which is great. But anyway, people who's listening to this, go ahead and play along with us on this discussion we're doing. It's going to be fun. Hopefully it'll last a long time, and I think everyone's going to have a great time doing it. But anyway, everyone have a good one, and we'll talk to you soon. Later.
Hey addicts, it's Michelle from the Facebook group. I was just wanting to give you a little preliminary roundtable character info, or basically what Andrew rolled for me, or technically not rolled. I guess it was actually just little pieces of paper being pulled out of coffee cups, but you know what I mean. I have an Imperial female whom I have named Ravenia Laicus. Her warrior skill is archery, mage skill alteration, thief skill lockpicking. stat spread is going to be 2 magicka, 1 health, and 3 stamina. Spouse will be Rhea. Home, Hail Yurchin Hall. Human follower of Dark Brotherhood Initiate Male. Other follower of Steadfast Dwarven Spider. My faction will be Mage Carriage, and my travel is Carriage. And in light of all of the magic-heavy kind of stuff, I think I'm going to have just sort of a sneaky mage sort of character for this one. I've done so far just the Unbound quest, and stopped after that. I'm hanging out in Riverwood right now, just to sort of let everybody else catch up. I started a little early, so sorry about that. And that's really all I've got for now. I've only run into Riverwood, and I did just hit the Haunting Brew Meadery just as walking around, but I haven't really run into anything else yet. But I'm going to really get started here pretty soon. Thanks, guys.
Hey, everyone. This is Yana, aka Tox. I'm here to tell you a little bit more about my Skyrim Roundtable assignment. I'm playing on a decent PC. I built it about 6 months ago now, using one of the Haswell, I think it's the i7-4770K GTX 770 4GB card, running on an SSD. So I was assigned a male orc. My warrior skill is smithing, mage skill illusion, thief skill alchemy. My stats spread is a little bit interesting. Magicka's at 2, health at 0, and stamina at 3. Now, I usually like playing a bit of a mage warrior type, so that doesn't faze me at all. Alchemy and smithing, usually the top 2 skills that I want to get to 100. I just think they're really useful. Illusion, though, I've never used the mage school of illusion. I'm usually a destruction through and through. So it's kind of fun mixing that with sneak or fearing enemies. The spouse I'm meant to get is Quintus Navale, which I think he is an alchemist in Windhelm. So that will be pretty interesting trying to woo him. My house is Flindrel Hall. Human follower is, I think it's Nyada Stonearm. Not quite sure how to say that one. Other follower is a Reikling Warrior, or Reikling Warrior. Faction Dawnguard, and I'm meant to travel via carriage. My orc's name is Rogdul Bulag, and I'm playing on the difficulty Master. I'm doing that because the first playthrough I ever did was on an Xbox 360. I went through the first 10 levels just getting pwned, kept getting my ass handed to me. My partner was playing on his PC next to me for about a week. We just camped out in front of this game. And I was just thinking, why is this so hard? I was finding it so much harder than Oblivion, which, yes, I did think that was a pretty difficult game. Morrowind's still high up there too. And I just thought, let me try again. Let's see where my skills have gotten me. And I'm actually really enjoying it. The first thing I've decided to do is try to get my house. So I need to save up gold. I need to head over to Markarth, and I need to make sure that I'm doing some quests. Really fucking difficult. Like, really, really difficult. Not only do I have the Forsworn to get past at a low level, barely any health, I'm using heavy armor. I decided to challenge myself even further by using a battle axe, so a two-handed weapon. So if it's not them, it's saber cats, which are just attacking. Okay, so got the saber cats, got the Forsworn, have the low health. It's not too bad because I then realized I should probably be using not only illusion abilities, but some healing abilities. I've tried to make as many health pots as possible, but it's really difficult trying to find wheat, which I love because you can fortify your health. I'm currently at Redwood Redoubt, I think it's called. I'm at level 14, nearly at 15, and I've managed to save 5,000 gold. My stats spread currently is I've got 150 magicka, 135 health, which is fortified by a few extra things. So I've got an amulet and some potions that I'm currently using, and stamina's at 180. I've put a point in destruction, which has only recently been done. I just needed something to keep. I just found that I was dying really easily, especially with dual wielders and shamans. I've finally put a point in smithing, which is at 27. Heavy armor is at 33. Two-handed is at 44, so you can see I've been heavily using that. So we've got smithing. Let's see where that one is. Alchemy is at 24. There's 2 points in there so far. Haven't focused on it too much just yet. I have focused on illusion, which is at 37 and also has 2 points in there. Where's that smithing? Smithing's at 27. So my plan is basically get as much gold as possible, focus on Markarth stuff. I'm pretty sure the guide says something about level 20 to get the quest from the Jarl to then be able to, once you do that quest, you're able to purchase the house. So, yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm just doing as many little side quests as possible, saving up gold, farming for ores, farming for ingredients so that I can make some of those damage magicka spells, the ones that are worth high gold, trying to get as much as I can out of my money. I'm looting everything. I usually loot everything, but more so than usual, I'm just trying to get as much gold as possible because I think Quintus, once he marries me, he's, he doesn't want to work the rest of his life, and I don't want to. I mean, I love adventuring, but sometimes I just want to go home to Quintus and cuddle up a little bit. At least I hope he feels the same way in future. I walk everywhere. I've taken the carriage maybe twice or 3 times. I'm being a real cheap ass. Let's see. Some other notable things. I mean, I've tried to go, obviously, from Helgen all the way to Markarth, so that was a really big trip. So my general stats: locations discovered 42. I've cleared 4 dungeons. 8 days have passed. And in 8 days, apparently I've slept 41 hours. I've spent 13 of those waiting. I've found 5 standing stones. I've found 6,000 gold. I'm only the most I've carried is 5,000. Skill increases have been 144 in total. Skill books read so far are 9. I haven't paid for any training sessions because, again, trying to be cheap. I've read 34 books and I've actually kept most of the ones that I've read. Quests. 2 quests completed so far. Miscellaneous objectives completed as 15. Yeah. I'm having fun. It's a really big challenge, and at some points I've wanted to lower the difficulty, and I've thought, no, let me stick through this. I mean, there's a certain point where you think difficulty dictates how much fun you're having, and if you're dreading going back to the game, it's probably too hard or you need to change something. For me, I find difficulty just a different strategy. So instead of going in guns blazing sometimes, which I like to do usually, I might need to take a step back and I snipe a little bit with my archery, or I use my illusion spells, or I use scrolls, which usually I just sell. I'm really trying to play as differently as possible. I really love the Daedra, so I've done one of the Molag Bal quests. I think it's really interesting. I think the stat spread has really served me well, especially if I'm focusing on illusion and I'm using a 2-handed weapon. And I can't wait to start on the Dawnguard faction so I can hunt some vampires. And that's about it.
Hey everyone, I'm back again. Just wanted to remind anybody, if they want to join the Facebook group, search that out. It's at Skyrim Addict Podcast. on Facebook. If you search that, you should find the group. Also, if you happen to see the new artwork, I know there's like a weird anomaly where it's not showing up everywhere, but there is new artwork, and it's really nice. And it's by Claire Lafar, who is has an Etsy store, etsy.com/MayaFirePrints, MaiaFireprints. Also, check her out on Introdex. She's fantastic on there. Also, if you could leave a review on iTunes, that would be fantastic. And what else is there? It's on Stitcher. Show's on Stitcher. Check it out there if you want. And check out Chatterbox Podcast. Chatterbox is 2 words if you search it on iTunes or Downcast or